Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. For my first video, I decided to do a bullet journal setup for the new year 2021. I started by creating a front page for January. The apps that I used are called Procreate and GoodNotes, which I use all the time. I did the sketch before recording as this is not the most entertaining part of the video. I did a quick and kinda messy one just to make a clean line art later. So, while you can see me drawing in the background, I'd like to introduce myself. Hi, my name's Ava and I'm an IB program student. On my channel, I'd like to provide you guys with some organization tips, including bullet journal and digital notes, as well as some art. Now that you know something about me, let's move on to the next part of the video. For the drawing, I firstly used the round brush and then our brush for some shadows. As you can see, this month I decided to stick to some crystal aesthetic and added a few butterflies here and there. The GoodNotes app has many great options which allow to add any picture you want, text and many other, but for me it is the app which I mainly use to take notes. If you want to know which pen thicknesses I used, make sure to read the description below the video. In case of any questions, feel free to leave them in comments. So, getting back to journaling. The first page is a drawing with headline. I used font Cathen, which I downloaded from the internet, and the link will be in the description down below. Then I did a calendar for January, and what I did is I just added text for each day in the month. This way I was able to rearrange any that would be crooked. The days of the week are just letters and I added a line which I made using the highlighter in the white color, but I had to make it a photo that I would add on the top of the drawing later, as normally the white highlighter doesn't show up on pictures very well. And moving on to the monthly setup, I did some squares which I then copied and kept pasting until I had enough to make the month. Once they were all in the right spot, I wrote the numbers in each of the squares. By the way, the colors are the ones which I used while making the illustration by copying the color number and just pasting it in GoodNotes. Then I added a few crystals that I again copied from the drawing I made earlier. I thought that it was too plain, so I decided to add a few butterflies. I drew them in Procreate and colored using some purple and blue shades. They seemed kind of boring, so I used the default Procreate brush called Shimmer. I am really happy with the result, as it added some dimension to the butterflies. Then I created a big box using highlighter. Then by tapping on it, I adjusted its size. I like to add it as a place for noting some events that might take place in the next month. This way I won't miss anything. I also added headings using some crystal font, which I recreated from the picture I found online, and the link is in the description down below. For some final touches, I added 2 crystals in the corner. Moving on to the next part of the journal, which is habits and playlist. To make headings, I used the same crystal font as earlier and highlighter to make them stand out a little bit more. Then I drew a cute butterfly, copied it, and this way I had 2 same ones that I will use to mark whether I completed the habit or not. For me, the habit is exercising. And it might seem strange, but it helps me to stay motivated, and it looks great when all butterflies are the same color, doesn't it? To mark the days, I just wrote the numbers down and later arranged them into rows of 8. For some visual aspects, I added highlighter lines. Then moving on to playlist. This is a place where I write all the songs that I listened during the month. It is a fun way to create memories, as I like to take a look at them after a few months and be like, hey, I have so many great memories with this song. Do you guys also have some songs which you associate with particular places, situations, or even people? I hope I'm not the only one. So to mark song numbers, I just drew a crystal, then copied it a few times and wrote numbers from 1 to 10 inside each crystal. Usually I listen to more than 10 songs, but it is different each month. So I like to put 10 as a base, and then if I listen to more songs, then I just add some shapes, and in this month it would be crystals. As on the previous page, I added some crystals and another butterfly. Then the last page would be nails and movies. The first one is where I write date and products that I use to do my nails. Right next to it, I add a hand where I can draw the pattern that I painted on my nails. It is some kind of a tracker of how long I had my nails painted, as I like to do them every 2 weeks, and the hand, I draw it just for visual aspects. This is obviously the list of movies and series that I have watched during the month. For movie, I have a different symbol, which is butterfly, then series, which is a crystal. Then, to finish everything, I again added some crystals and the last butterfly. And that is it. I really hope you enjoyed the video and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!